Happy Friday, you guys. This is your morning goss. Honestly, there's so much to chit chat about today. We're, of course, going to cover our favorite housewives. There is some real estate talk we got to do, some Netflix talk we got to do, and I'll even touch base on Bachelor Nation. So, with that said, subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's get to it. All right, so it's not looking good for our Jersey girls. They have received a low of 600,000 viewers, and apparently it's like a new low for the series. And if we remember what happened in the last episode, of course, we covered the baseball game, which is a feature on the show every season for what, like 3 years now. And that's like Dolores's big event. And I believe this year they cut it down. It was about two segments. We got the shoulders in the locker room, and then like Jackie and Danielle. And then we saw what happened on the field between what was it, Fuda, Louis, but they weren't talking. And then, of course, Margaret yelling at everyone who to be friends with, not to be friends with. And of course, Olivia with her doggy birthday party slash fashion show. I don't know if people are just enjoying their summer and they're just not bothering with these ladies not talking to each other slash picking sides, and then all the dirty low down behavior going on behind the scenes. Guys, in my Real Housewives of New Jersey recap, I try not to dwell too much time on the behind the scenes grossness, but maybe we'll do a separate discussion on what's going on in like real life, not on camera, what they're not showing when it comes to lawyers, PI, all that stuff, the bloggers talking, all that. Anyways, that's what's happening with our Jersey girls. They are, a steady housewife show. They've been going on for years and years. Something needs to change. It can't be the same formula over and over again. The fans are sick and tired of it. All right, so it seems to be official that Kiana Stewart and Jacqueline Blake will be friends of for the Real Housewives of Potomac season 9. And honestly, they are such perfect fits for the show. For Potomac, I think they have like two new ladies who I'm assuming are going to be full-time housewives. But then Kierna with her, what did she have? Some sort of like a aesthetics salon clinic. And then Jacqueline, I think she's like a recruiter or something, but she's a smart cookie. She has her own thing going on. These two women, I truly enjoy them on camera. I thought Kierna was just such a doll. She knows how to dress. She knows how to, I don't know, she just gives like really good face, hair, and makeup. She's very well put together. It was quite unfortunate what happened to her last season. She truly was collateral in the path of what's her name? That Sesame Street character, Ashley's friend. Where Ashley finds these people, I have no idea, but Ashley herself is like quite raggedy. So I'm not surprised she's friends with Sesame Street character. So happy to see Karina will be back in some capacity. And then Jacqueline, of course, makes sense. Jacqueline and Mia, they made up at some point. And so we got to see Jacqueline a little bit last season, and hopefully we get to see a little bit more of her this season. Guys, I was kind of on the fence if I even wanted to cover this tragic tragedy, which is Kim Bierman and Kroy. I just don't understand what's going on. So apparently, Kroy stole Kim's phone. They're still living in the same house. Wasn't that house foreclosured like 4 times? Isn't the bank supposed to be taking their house by now because she spent all their money gambling it away, buying not the best looking Chanel? I just don't understand how these two are still afloat and living in the house they're living in with their 5 kids. I think they have 5 kids, right? Or is it 6 kids? I have no idea. But these 2 cannot stop going at each other's throats, and then the rest of us see more content about them. She's still doing her clickbait post. So I am warning you guys for your digital health and safety. Do not click on any clickbait post this woman post and then like the link in bio, do not click on it because we don't know where your information will go. So, if you got nothing else out of this, Friday, your morning goss, at least take that with you for the remainder of the day and beyond that. So, these 2 are still messy. Yeah, they keep calling 911. Kim broke down in an emotional 911 call, alleged that Corey Bierman stole her phone and locked himself in the primary bedroom amid the messy split. My understanding is he's not supposed to go upstairs or be in the primary bedroom. The fact that they cannot be on the same floors of the house, it's just so she said he's locked himself in the room going through all my stuff. I just don't understand these 2. Like, one of them needs to move out, but I think in their case, neither of them have moved out because frankly, they just cannot afford to do so. All right, let's get into some fun topics, some real estate topics. So, million dollar listing, Los Angeles, a new season, a new trailer was just dropped by Bravo. Interest has never been higher. That is a very fitting tagline for what's going on globally. The interest rates are so high right now. If you are, one of the fortunate few sitting on quite a lot of cash, I guess this is your time to pounce. If you're able to do so and you really want a new home or $1 million home. But let's be real, in any big city, you need to spend like $1 million for even just a shack even. It's just unfortunate the way of the world, but that's how things are right now. Guys, I really just wanted to talk about this update because Tracy Tudor, look at her, she looks amazing. I don't know how old she is, but I in the last season, I believe her boyfriend was a guy much younger than her. I don't think they're still together. But yeah, let's just, enjoy this beautiful pic of her. And I just want to say that again, this trailer and that the news that $1 million listings LA, the trailer dropped yesterday is quite interesting because let me pull this up. Ryan Serhant, he also dropped the news yesterday. Well, him and Netflix did that he is coming out with a new show on Netflix called Owning Manhattan, and this will premiere on Netflix at the end of June. So I thought that it was interesting that Ryan Serhant, he used to be on $1 million listing New York with Frederick. On Bravo not long ago. They did about like 9 or 10 seasons, and then I guess the show they didn't bring it back. I think it ended in like 2021, 2022, like in the midst of the pandemic. And then we ended up seeing Frederick go on $1 million listings LA, and then he wasn't getting along with like half the cast, and it was like I don't know, a lot of tension. So I just think it's interesting that both these real estate shows on Bravo and Netflix, the trailers dropped literally on the same day. And essentially, they're competing shows, if you think about it, selling, buying, owning, all that stuff. And then Ryan Serhant, of course, switched networks. So that's a little hot real estate tea, I guess. All right, this is for the women. Women, I'm sorry to say this. Apparently, we can't even sleep there's no position to sleep properly anymore. So Nicola Cohen, I hope hopefully I'm saying her name right, and like more Netflix news. Of course, she's on the hit show Bridgerton, and let me know if you guys want me to do like a recap on season 3. Like I just couldn't get enough, and I literally watched it in a matter of an afternoon because they only aired 4 episodes at once, and then I guess they're gonna do a part 2 for the remainder of the season. I think later in June, the remainder of the episodes are gonna come out. But Nicola, she did one of those get ready with me's for Vogue. That's like one of their popular segments series that Vogue runs. So, anyways, she was like, my friend recently told me, oh my God, I'm a back sleeper. And I'm, guys, I can barely read this. And I'm, okay, like, isn't that good? And she was like, no, I just went to a facialist and all your skin, everything goes to the back. So I guess if you sleep on like your back, all your skin goes to the back. And then Nicola's like, I'm like, "Oh my god, can women live?" Guys, honestly, as women, I don't know what we're supposed to do. Are we supposed to sleep upside down like bats? Like, you can't sleep on your face, you can't sleep on your side. Now you can't apparently put your head, rest your head on your pillow and sleep on your back. So as women, we can try, but apparently nothing is good enough. We're never going to win at anything. I'm kidding. Women stay winning day after day. I don't know. I just thought this was like fun to share. I really enjoy her. She is amazing. Gerry and Theresa, the Golden Bachelor. This man really finessed the entire country. Well, really, he finessed everyone internationally. We thought he was the creme de la creme of Golden Bachelors. And fun fact, I have never watched any Bachelor shows the 20 years it's been on because I always thought it was like so dumb. It's like a contest to see who you end up marrying or you get the ring. These people never end up getting married. Or if they do, it never lasts. I think only one couple did from like one of the very early seasons. But all the young people now for like the regular Bachelor or Bachelorette, they all just go on the show so they could gain some sort of notoriety. Maybe they will be an e news correspondent at some point, if they have some sort of a following on their social media, it will just um, up their following count, and this just means they can work with more brands and continue influencing. So that's that. But the Golden Bachelor, I was like, you know what? Let me give it a shot. And I like rallied up some of my girlfriends, like, no, you guys should watch this. Like, I'm gonna give it a shot. It's like older people. And I thought they did an amazing job with casting because let's be real. When we all heard of the Golden Bachelor, we all thought, oh, it's going to be a man probably in his late 50s. He's going to want to date women that are, I don't know, late 20s, 30s. We thought that, let's be real. And then they finally announced who the Golden Bachelor was going to be. And I was like, oh, okay. They gave him an intense tan, but okay, he seems like a nice, gentleman. Major like dad grandpa vibes, like red, not red flags, green flags. And it turns out this man, after the passing of his wife, he had like a whole live-in girlfriend. He made her pay for everything. She like um she quit her job to be with him, and then she got a new job that was like an hour away, and he made it seem like he was this like poor widow who's so lonely, and he wasn't honest. And it seemed like he was going to propose to Leslie, who was that, what was she, like a yoga instructor? Him and Leslie seemed like they had chemistry and they definitely vibed. But then after he had that like, I don't know what it's called, but like the one night with the Theresa, and then she talked about her job, how she's like in finance, and she's done quite well for herself, and his eyes just lit up, and then he chose Theresa. So They got married, we saw the televised wedding, and womp womp. I don't know if they beat Kim Kardashian with the 72 days, or if they split up after, not after, or they if they split up before the 72 days. So being married less than Kim Kardashian and Chris Humphries. But these two are no longer together, and it's because they can't decide on where to live. I would think two people getting married, whether you are in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and beyond, that is one of the most important things you would discuss. Like, hey, where am I going to live? Where am I voting? Where is home? Where are all my things going to be? Guys, Susan Knowles, I believe her name is Knowles, right? Susan, hold on, what is her name? Yeah, Susan Knowles, who was one of the contestants on The Golden Bachelor, who looks like Kris Jenner. And of course, she officiated the wedding. She is also talking and basically saying, like, they just cannot figure out where to live. And that's why they like split up. And the whole thing is she's in New Jersey, I believe. And where is he? In like Ohio, somewhere in the middle of the country. And then I think they were gonna move to Charleston, and I guess she's still working. Like I looked up her LinkedIn at some point, and I believe she's still working. And if she enjoys working, she should continue. But these are some things you need to, figure out before you jump into a marriage, whether you do it at 60 or I don't know, earlier than that. It's imperative to figure out where you live, right? Guys, that's the hot goss for this morning. I hope you enjoy, waking up, having your coffee, having your lunch with me, your morning goss. We got lots to talk about. There's tons of Vanderpump Rules content I just posted if you want to watch that. And yeah, enjoy your Friday. Give your girl, a sub. Let's get me to 500 and more to come on this channel. Take care, and I will catch you all later.